Good morning, one and all. Myself, Sunil JL, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Okay, this semester I am handling your subject machine learning. Okay, so today we will discuss about introduction about machine learning. So today I will give about a brief introduction about machine learning. Okay, I think you heard the word of machine learning. Okay, so this is a buzzy word. Everywhere we will listen this machine learning, artificial intelligence, deep learning. Okay, so these words we are hearing from newspaper or from internet. Okay, but the thing, what is that machine learning? Okay, so that thing today we will discuss. Okay, the objective of today's class is to understand the concept of machine learning. Okay, so we'll discuss about what is machine learning, then what are the importance of machine learning. We will discuss that one, and applications of machine learning, and what are different types of machine learnings, and what is deep learning, and what is the difference between machine learning and deep learning, and what are all the projects. So here very important for your 7th and 8th semester. You need to do a project. Okay, so here this machine learning concept is very important for projects. Okay, so machine learning, deep learning, and artificial intelligence, these are the three buzzwords. Based on this domain, you will develop a n number of projects. So I will discuss some project examples, because this project is very important for your final year. Okay, so first thing, what is learning? What is learning? See here, I am showing two images. So what is this image? Sorry. Okay. So what is this image? This image is goal gumbas. How you will tell that image is goal gumbas? So it means if you are identifying that image as goal gumbas, it means you learned about that image. How you learned that image? How you identify that image? How you identify that image? So here in past, someone has shown that figure and they told that this figure, this image is Gol Gumbaz. Or you may visit in Bijapur to that place, then you will, in your mind, this image is Gol Gumbaz. Okay, so it means from past experience you learn. Okay, so like that, this is an Samsat Bhavan. How will know the Samsat Bhavan? So it may come from news TV channels. Okay, so someone has told this image is Samsat Bhavan. So then you remember that image name is Samsat Bhavan. So when I represent that one, that image, so then you will easily identify. It means you learned about that image. How you learned? From past experience. Okay, learning is nothing but you are getting a knowledge from past experience. Okay, so learning is nothing but you are getting a knowledge from previous experience. That one we will call it as a learning. Got the thing? Okay, from past experience we will get some knowledge, that is nothing but a learning. When you show the new things, then you will identify that image or whatever the thing from whatever knowledge you have in your mind, you will identify the things. That one is nothing but a learning. Okay, so then what do you mean by machine learning? Okay, so machine learning is like that human learns from experience. Okay, so human learns from experience. Okay, so but machine learn can from experience. Here the machine learn from data. That experience is nothing but data. From past data, machine will learn and it will gain the knowledge. From that knowledge, when I give the new things, automatically it will identify. Okay, so that one we will call it as machine learning. Okay, so here, okay, so here, so human learns from experience, machine learns from data, that is past data. Human learns from past experience, machine learn from past data. Okay, so that one we will call it as a machine learning. Okay, so machine learning, from the past data, the machine will learn, it will gain knowledge, and after that, it will identify new things from that knowledge. That one we will call it as a machine learning. Okay. So this is one simple systematic view of that machine learning. So when you come to definition, okay, so what is machine learning? It is a field of computer science that uses statistical techniques to give computer systems the ability to learn with the data without being explicitly programmed. Okay, it is a statistical techniques. Okay, the computer science, it is a field of machine learning, it is a field of computer science that uses statistical techniques. What are statistical techniques? So here, n number of we will have statistical techniques. Okay, I will discuss in detail all those things. Okay. See here, the computer system is the ability to learn with the data without being explicitly programmed. Explicitly won't give any programs to computer, but it will learn from the data. The computer system is the ability to learn with the data. That one we will call it as a machine learning. Okay, so here machine learning is an application of artificial intelligence. Okay, so here artificial, what do you mean by artificial intelligence? How human thinks, like that computer system is also thinks. Okay, so that one we will call it as an artificial intelligence. Thus, machine learning is the subfield of artificial intelligence that provides the system the ability to automatically learn. Okay, the computer system ability to automatically learn and improve from experience without being explicitly programmed. How we will answer? Okay, for example, okay, suppose when you ask some questions, you are suddenly telling answer. How you will suddenly telling answer? From you know, you read n number of times for that question, question you will have an answer. That answer you have read n number of times. It means you get an experience. Then after that, once you get a more experience, what then automatically you will answer the answer for that question. Okay, so that one we will call it from the experience without being, so you don't give any explicit program. Just from the past data, if computer system is learned, that one we will call it as a machine learning. So here, when you have a machine learning concept, so it means the data should be present. Without data for a computer system, without data, the machine learning should not be exist. Okay. Machine learning brings the promises of deriving meaning from all of the data. Yes, the machine learning, what it do? It brings promises, deriving meaning. See here, we have a set of data, so it means from that data, this machine learning will brings, okay, it will bring the meaning of all meaning of the data. Once it get all meaning of the data, means it will get the knowledge about the data. Okay, so it means it learned. Okay, it learns from the data and it will have a knowledge. That knowledge should be present when it identifies the new thing. When it identifies the new thing, it means the machine has learned. Okay, so machine is learned from the data. Okay. See here, this is the difference between a traditional programming and machine learning. So in traditional programming, what we are doing, Okay, for a computer, what we are doing in traditional program, if for your C program, what do? You will write a program, addition of two numbers. You will write a program. Okay, for that what you will do? You will give the input. Suppose addition of two numbers means A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. So then the computer what it will do? It will execute the program taking the input 10 and 20 and it will give the output as 30. So this is the traditional program. Okay, it will take the data, it will take the program, it will run the program and it will take the input, it will execute that program and it will give the output. Okay, so in machine learning, see here, we will give the data, we will give the output. Okay, the computer will generate a program. See here. Okay, so here I will give the data 10, 20, the output will be 30. Okay, so it means what it will do, computer will check which program we need to generate. So you have given 10 and 20. Okay, and output will be 30. It means the computer system will identify what is that 10 and 20 is the input, output will be a 30. How it will get 30 output? When we add 10 and 20, we will have a, when we have a 10 and 20, if we have had those 10 and 20, I will get a value of 30. So it means I need to write addition of 2 program. The output will be 2 program. Suppose for the same data input 10 and 20, if I have output 200, then what it will do? The computer will check, oh, it is 10 and 20. When 10 and 20 is multiplied, the output will be 200. So it means I need to write multiplication program. Okay, so like that, this, it means the computer is learning based on the data. So here data is, that is input is 10 and 20, output is 30. So these things are both are data. From these data, the computer is learned that it will generate the program based on that data. Okay, this one we will call it as a machine learning. Okay, so in traditional program, what we are doing, for the program we are giving the input data, then computer will generate the output. But in machine learning, what we are doing, we are giving data, we are giving input and we are giving output. Okay, so we are giving input and we are giving output. The computer will generate program based on that input and output. This one we will call it as machine learning. Okay. Okay, everywhere nowadays, everywhere machine learning is available. Okay, so everywhere you can think. So here just a simple example I will give. So here when you are typing something, you know, in Google, okay, so Indian capital, okay, or Karnataka capital city. If you are typing this, automatically next word will be a Bangalore. Please check it. Okay, so that how the system will learn when you are typing. So it will identify the next word in what you are typing. How system knows? That is nothing but a machine learning. Okay, that is example. So to identify the next the word when you are typing in Google, so that identification of that word is also machine. How it will identify next word? Based on that experience, based on the previous data, the system will. So a number of users are typing the capital city of Karnataka is Bangalore. Okay, so based on that previous experience, it will identify the next word. So like that, this machine learning is everywhere. Okay, so everywhere, you know, n number of applications we have in real world. Okay, so for example, virtual personal assistant. Okay, so here in virtual personal assistant, I think you have Apple Siri and Amazon Alexa. In that, what you will get? So whatever the things. Okay, so I will which is the flight from Bangalore to London. If I tell those, if I click on those, if I type on those things or Siri or if I tell that, so then after that what will do? Automatically it will give the details of the flights from Bangalore to London. Okay, so that is so how it will, you know, from the past experience, it will give details of the, you know, flight from London to Bangalore or Bangalore to London. Okay, so like next one is predictions while commuting. Okay, so here how the system will know where they will tell that in that particular signal we will have a traffic. Okay, so how we will get to know these things? So in, you know, in KR circle we will have a heavy traffic by sitting here. So this the system will identify the traffic. How it will identify the traffic? Based on how many you know, mobiles are in a particular area. So how many, so anyhow you are putting in a Google map and all those things. Okay, so through that it will identify how many members are there in particular place. Okay, so that is also a machine learning predictions while commuting. So here, so in KR circle, in next signal, so after 2 minutes there is a huge traffic. So obviously from this KR circle to next, within 2 minutes the traffic will build. Okay, so then next one is video surveillance. So here, n number of videos are available, you know, CC cameras are available. So how the security persons, so it's very difficult to see all the videos to identify where theft will come and what he will do. How video surveillance will help? So here this video, suppose a person is behaving abnormal or is standing on single place from past 1 hour. Those behaviors will be identified cameras and it will give the signals. Oh, in that particular place CC camera, one person standing from the past 1 hour. So it means he is thinking somewhat. Okay, so then that signal should goes to particular person. Okay, that is nothing but a video surveillance. So instead of looking, so if you don't have a machine learning, what you need to do? You need to, you know, watch from past 1 hour of that particular video. So it's no use. So like that, if you build a, you know, machine learning things, so then it will be easy. So then self-driving car. Okay, so in self-driving car, automatic driving car. So here there is no driver at all. How the car will drive? Based on previous experience. So here in metro also, in a nowadays in a metro without driverless metro, how it will work? Based on machine learning. From the previous, it will work on machine learning. Okay. So then online recommendation offers and customer support. Okay, so here in online recommendation offers, so here which movie is you know, having good rating, okay, and which movie is best. So how we will know which movie is best? And so based on that is nothing but, suppose when you are purchasing a new product, okay, so when you are purchasing a new product, so this product has a good reviews, all those things. Based on reviews and other things, I know that particular product will be recommended, okay, and offers. That is answer. And email spam and malware filtering. So here in your, when you open your email, so n number of spam mails are there. How that one, you know, once a mail sent to a particular email ID, that email will identify whether that email is spam or not. Okay, so email is spam. How it will identify? Based on the previous experience. Okay, that is based on previous data. Okay, so it will identify and it will put it into spam. Epidemic outbreak prediction. Okay, epidemic outbreak prediction. So here, you know, next 6 months what will happen? It will identify. Okay. Then online fraud detection, delayed airplane flights. So these are all, you know, are determining which voters can to canvass during an election. Okay, so here next in 2019, BJP government will it will in Lok Sabha election it will get 500 seats. It will predict how it n number of predictions will done from TV channels. Okay, it will get 540 seats, it will get 500 seats, more than 500 seats, or it may be 480 or 590. So like that, what are those? Those are all predictions. Predictions is nothing but what? It is machine learning. Okay, so here prediction is also a of diabetics from the past, history of patient history. So suppose if 10 patients having a diabetics, how we will identify, how we will predict? So based on their blood pressure and sugar, sorry, blood pressure. After that, what is their daily behavior and their family history. So based on that, we will predict whether person is having, he may get diabetic or not. Okay. So then predicting house prices for real estate companies. So after 5 months, what is the house price? Predicting of house price. What is the flat price? Okay. So all are, we will have n number of, wherever you go, we will have a machine learning application. Okay, so wherever you go, you will have machine learning application. Okay, these are some example I have taken. So okay, so here I am telling that a machine learning is nothing but a we are learning, my system will learn from the data. I am telling from the past. Okay, so here we have two things. When you have a machine learning, we have two things. One is training data, another one is test data. Okay, so when you want to learn from the training data, system will learn. Okay, to check whether that system is learned or not. So how will check your knowledge? By exam. Okay, so we will take the class, that is for your learning. To check whether you are learned or not, that is exam. Here also same thing, training data and test data. Training data is nothing but your class, test data is nothing but your internal and exam. Okay, in training data, what on which we learn the data properties. Okay, training data. So we learn, training set is nothing but on which we learn the data properties. It means the system will learn the data properties. Testing set is nothing but on which we test these properties. We will give this property. For example, so here for the system, I will show one apple figure. Okay, varieties of apple figure to system. This is apple. This is apple. This is Suji apple, and this is okay Indian apple. All those New Zealand apple, like that. Then after that, once I show the new one, it will new apple. It will identify whether this is apple or not. If I tell, if I show the apple, so it will tell it will apple. If I show a Mosumbi, it will not tell Mosumbi, or it will not tell orange. Okay, so it will tell it is not an apple. The system will know whether that image, that image is apple or not. Okay, so that is nothing but training data and test data. Training data is nothing but your class, test data is nothing but your exam. Okay, testing the skills, like that. So here machine learning is about learning some properties of data set and applying them to new data. Okay, so machine learning is about learning some properties of data set. Okay, it will learning from the properties of data set and applying them to a new data. That whatever it is learned will apply to new data. You heard these three buzzwords: artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. Oh, these are all three buzzwords. So here, this artificial intelligence exists in 1960 only. Okay, so 1950, 60s only this artificial intelligence. But nowadays it is exploring. Why nowadays it is exploring? Because here we have infrastructure. Nowadays in 1950 or 60, we don't have that infrastructure. So it means we have a good capacity of RAM, we'll have a good processor, speed, we have more, good dual core. Speed is more, processor execution speed is more, and we'll have a lot terabytes of hard disk, and we'll have number GB of RAM. So the infrastructure is more. We'll have a good servers. That's why it is exploring. So artificial intelligence is nothing but how human thinks like that. Computer will also think. So this artificial is learning is artificial intelligence is this machine learning is in part of the artificial intelligence. Okay, so machine learning we learn from the data. So deep learning is nothing but how human brain contains the neurons now. So like that, this deep learning will also having n number of layers. Okay, so it will it is the result will more accurate compared to machine learning. That one I will. Okay, the accurate result will get more compared to a machine learning. So here, this artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, all these three things are okay. The data mining is mother of this artificial. So here, the basement of all these things are nothing but a data mining. I think you learned that data mining in all this artificial machine learning. Intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. I already told that mother of all those things of this artificial machine learning and deep learning is nothing but a data mining. Okay, so here data mining is nothing. So here where we focus today. So here we are focusing today is nothing but all these three things. Okay, so this artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning in one side, and here we have a data mining. So that is nothing but data analysis. That is data science. So you heard the word that data science. So data science is nothing but combination of all these things: artificial machine learning, deep learning, and this big data is also okay. So the big data is nothing but it is and semi-structured data, and it contains a huge volume of data. Okay, so this all those things we will apply this big data, big data. We will apply these techniques. Okay, artificial machine learning, deep learning on big data and data, and we will analyze the data using data mining concepts and data science. So we are focusing today, and we will visualize all those things. What are the applications of data? Sorry, machine learning. So here is some example I have taken. Okay, so image and speech recognition. Image recognition is also machine learning. So we will give a number of different images. After that, we will give a new image. The system will identify that image. Like that, also speech recognition. Okay, so when I speak something, it will identify the what things we are identifying. Okay, so that one we are doing. So medical diagnosis. Okay, so medical diagnosis. In medical diagnosis also, so prediction of diabetics or a prediction of heart disease. Okay, so for treatment also, for cancer treatment also, we are using this machine learning. Statistical arbitrage. Okay, so when you have a statistical arbitrage, okay, so when you want to apply a number of statistical tools to get a a different views of data, so at that time also we will apply this machine learning. Learning association. Suppose when a person goes to market, so he will buy bread and butter. So then after that, what is the next item he may buy? He may buy milk. That one is nothing but a learning associations. So these are the different techniques: classification, prediction, extraction, regression. These are the machine learning techniques. Okay, I will discuss these techniques in future classes. So all those things: classification we will have one module. Okay, regression we will have one module. All those things I will discuss in later. Okay, so these are the applications. Okay, so why this artificial intelligence, machine learning? Okay, so why it is important and why it is becomes the next digital frontier? Why? Because so here in machine learning or artificial intelligence in IT industry, you will have a good career. Okay, so here why it is a lot of scopes, a lot of opportunities are available nowadays. Okay, so here why? Because 60% rise in demand. Okay, for artificial and machine learning experts in 2018. Okay, so as per here from 2008 to 2020, so here the 60% rise in demand. See here 65 so rise demand in industry, and here 40% of digital transformation. For all those things, in company enterprise, everything will be transferred to digital transformation. So the initiative will use artificial intelligence service by 2018, and by 2025, 75% of enterprise applications will use artificial intelligence. 75% of enterprise applications. Okay, so it means 75% of enterprise are using this artificial intelligence. Means you will have a lot of scores. Artificial and machine, it is the most among the most sought after, highest paid and future secure digital again. So here the paid of the salary paid for artificial intelligence machine learning engineers, it is huge, because very less skill set, skilled persons are there in artificial intelligence. And here it's 40 billion was spent by companies around world developing AI capabilities in 2016. 40 billions they are spending by companies to learn, in worldwide developing artificial capabilities for a particular techies or employees. See here. And here 75% of Indian companies feel that the shortage of skilled professionals is slowing down their adoption of AI. Okay, so here adoption, that skilled persons adoption, employees in AI is slowing down their adoption. But they need new artificial intelligence engineer, machine learning engineers. They need these. That's why this machine learning is important. If you learn this subject in 7th semester, so if you will have a great future. Okay, so here you will have a great future. And next, this is important learning path. When you want to become a data scientist, okay, if you want to become a data scientist, means so you may get lakhs of rupees salary per month. So when you want to become a data scientist, means here we have a learning path. Okay, so if you are master of all these things, you will become a data scientist. Then no one will touch you. Surely I will tell. So no one will touch you if you are become a master of these things. Okay, so you will have a good recognition in industry. Okay, so here when you want to become a data scientist, so it is if you become a data scientist, means you are you are in master of all these things: artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, data mining, all those things. So first thing is, when you want to become a data scientist, first thing you need to learn R programming. Okay, so what is R programming? R programming is nothing but it is a statistical analysis programming tool. Okay, so like your C programming, like that, it is also one program. Okay, so here statistics tools are statistical functions and tools are developed very thoroughly in this R programming. Okay, so you will learn that when you want to apply some artificial machine learning algorithm, artificial algorithm, everything will be available in package R package. Okay, so like that, when you learn, this is the foundation program for machine learning or a data scientist, R programming. Okay, then once you learn this R program, then you will learn the Python. Okay, so here what happens when if you, Python is also a very important programming tool in industry. Okay, so this is used for artificial intelligence, machine learning. Okay, so here the Python is also very important. Like that, R programming, this Python is also one programming. You should be familiar. You can master become any one of the things. That is also no issues. Okay, if you become a data science, Python, no problem. If you are becoming R programming, anything do. So in between, you need to learn the SAS, statistical analysis system. In between, once you learn, so here when you want to apply machine learning or a artificial intelligence, first you need to know the statistical functions, analysis functions. Okay, so it may be a number of statistical analysis functions, so that you need to learn. So for that we will have a SAS, statistical analysis system. First you need to learn R programming. So you need to learn the statistical analysis system. So we will have a number of statistical functions. After that you will go for the Python. Once you learn the Python, then you will go for the machine learning. Okay, so you will learn the machine learning, like so in that we will have different algorithms. I will discuss all those things. So you will become a master of machine learning. After that you will go for the big data, Hadoop and Spark. Okay, so after that, after studying of big data, so then next one is Tableau. Tableau is nothing but a visualization tool. So okay, you learned to do everything, you will analyze the data, but representation is also very important. Okay, representation of data is also very result should be represented in the form of graphs, whatever it may be. It should be understood by the user. So for that we will have a Tableau. So Tableau is one representation tool. After studying of the Tableau, then you will, if you do some projects, that one we will call like capstone projects. Okay, some real world project, then you will become a data scientist. Okay, so this is the learning path what we have in data scientist. When you want to become a data scientist, if you become master of these things, no one will touch in industry. Surely I will tell. Okay, so no one will touch you in industry if you have become a master of these things, and if you are able to do some real world project, you will get a lakhs of rupees. Okay, that's why I told that this machine learning is very important. Okay. Okay, I will stop today's class. I will have a number of things to discuss. I will continue in next class. Please be online. I will take attendance. Okay, if you have any doubt, any clarification, kindly communicate with me through mail or a phone, whatever it may be, through WhatsApp. Okay. Thank you very much. Be there. I will take attendance. If you have any doubt, anything, please ask me. I will clarify things. Please be online. Okay, thank you very much. Don't be log